More news on Valorant Mobile's global release is finally here. Valorant Mobile has been in a testing phase in China for years at this point, and we have been wondering when we were going to get any information in regards to a global release for this game. And it seems like Riot Games is finally getting ready to start sharing information. According to a post by Dark Viper x Valorant Mobile, they went ahead and shared that Valorant Mobile Global Launch Showcase is scheduled for February 2026. It's an exclusive invite-only event featuring some of the most renowned mobile content creators. This isn't the first time that Riot Games actually holds an event for Valorant Mobile. In fact, they recently did one a few months ago where they actually invited popular Valorant content creators such as Tens to attend the event. If this information ends up being true, then we could be looking at Valorant Mobile coming out globally in just a few months. Now, this is super exciting news because we've been waiting for Valorant Mobile for literally years now at this point. It's been known that this game has been in development for quite some time. And so keeping that in mind, I kind of have a question for you guys. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that Valorant Mobile has taken too long? Valorant first released on PC back in June of 2020, making it over 5 years old now as of the making of this video. Now, I want to make it clear, I'm only asking this because I know some people have brought this up in my previous videos, specifically talking about how the game has basically taken too long at this point and the initial Valorant hype has died down. However, I would kind of counter this saying that the console version of the game is actually only like a year old now, and I think the console version seems to have done pretty okay so far. So personally, I still think that despite being an over 5-year-old game, it seems like there still is a demand for new players for the Valorant franchise. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think Valorant Mobile is coming in a little bit too late now that the Valorant original game is over 5 years old, or do you think that this will actually be worth it in the long run? One thing that I think is very important to point out is the fact that Riot Games has clearly just kept their head down and developed this game and taken as much time as needed to make it perfect. We've clearly seen a lot of examples of mobile games that were definitely not ready to release but released anyway, and unfortunately had botched launches, and because of that, some of these games never recovered. Some of them shut down, some of them just kind of faded into obscurity. We have games like PUBG New State, which basically just had a botched launch and never really recovered despite actually improving as a game. You have examples of games that shut down, for example Apex Legends Mobile after a rough first year, and then we have games that kind of just are there but not really supported anymore, like Warzone Mobile, which I featured in my last video. Thank you guys, by the way, for the support on that video. I think it's at like 28,000 views right now. Thank you very much. That means a whole lot. I honestly did not expect for that video to do as well as it did. But anyway, back to our Valorant Mobile video here. It's very clear that Riot Games is not trying to replicate some of these mistakes that some of these other mobile games have done. Releasing too early, advertising too early, and then basically just leaving people hanging there, just waiting for the game to come out and stuff. They have not done that. They have basically just kept quiet, worked on this game, and now they're finally starting to share a little bit of information now that they're supposedly getting ready for that global launch in early 2026. Although I know a lot of people have been upset with Riot Games' strategy with Valorant Mobile. In fact, myself, I have kind of criticized it as well, just wanting more info and more excitement and stuff. I at the same time have to respect it. I think they're doing things differently. I think they're trying to basically make this game as good as can be. And if Wild Rift is any indication as to how good Valorant Mobile will be, I think we are in for a treat. Wild Rift may not be the most popular MOBA on the Android and iOS platforms, but it's still a very, very good one in my opinion. It's still a very, very good game, especially coming from someone who's been playing League of Legends on PC since I was in high school pretty much. It's a very, very good mobile game, and if that is any indication of what we can expect with Valorant Mobile, I think all of us are going to be in for a treat. So I'm really excited to start hearing more about Valorant Mobile. Of course, here on the channel, I will be updating you guys the second we get any new official information or even just leaks and stuff like that. So if you are interested in keeping up with that, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss out on that. Thank you guys again for all of the support in the last few videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Subscribe, motherfucker.